Hey, Steve Gamache here for Chef Knives to Go with another quick look product review. And what we have this time is the Kanehide PS60 Kiritsuke 240mm knife. So this line of knives, they've got two lines that are similar. The one is the TK line, which is a semi-stainless steel, and then they've got the PS60, which is the full stainless steel. They're both great kitchen steels. They sharpen up really easily, and they hold a decent edge, but they'll just get super sharp, like a reactive carbon steel type sharp. So they're great in the kitchen, pro kitchen, home kitchen, either one. This particular steel is around 60 to 61 Rockwell in the hardness, and the construction is mono steel, so it's probably a laser cut piece and then it's ground to shape. And so a lot of consistency here on weights and dimensions, except for maybe handle variations. So these should be fairly similar to what we're seeing here. So this one is 159 grams or 5.6 ounces, so fairly light for a large knife. The edge length is 240 millimeters from the tip to the back of the heel, about 9.5 inches, right on the money. And then the overall length is about 15.4 inches, 390 millimeters. These are fairly thin knives, so they've got a fair amount of stiffness to them as well, especially in the back half on this one. But I measured about 2.1 millimeters at the back and then about 2 millimeters in the front, or about halfway down, I should say. And then it thins out just a touch. This is a Kiritsuke, so it's got that kind of reverse sword tip there where you got the corner. And then it starts to thin out pretty nicely at the tip. These are very good performing knives. Here's the choil shot. Again, these things are pretty thin, so they're very good performers. The blade height is about 48.9 or 49 millimeters, so plenty of height. The neck width here is moderate, and it kind of flows a little bit from the handle. Plenty of room here for a pinch grip for your fingers, so you've got lots of ground clearance for the cutting board, no problem. This works great for a pinch grip. The balance point on this with these oak handles are a little heavier, so your balance point is right about there, which is just a little behind a pinch grip. So with this handle, it's just a touch handle heavy with the pinch grip, but not much, at least for me. Handles are nice looking, burnt finish octagonal oak, they call urushi. And one-piece handle, so obviously very smooth all the way around. It's got a nice shape to it that's just easy to hold and about the right size. Looks like the glue-up joint here is quite good, so we've got a nice tight seal there, so that looks good. Fit and finish on these is quite good. They've done a nice job on finishing them. I guess let's get our choil shot, our beauty shot here. I can keep my fingerprints off of it. So you can see the vertical finishing marks from the work on it. You've got etched in kanji and such on the right side of the blade. And here's the left side of the blade. Again, with some fingerprints on there, but try to ignore those. Not a super high polish, but enough that it's easy to clean. And they've done a nice job of polishing this. Got a little glue here, we're going to take that off. But nice job of polishing the spine. It's rounded very nicely, and they've also done a really nice job on the choil into the neck here. So the amount of work they do there is actually pretty common to much more high-end knives. So they've got a very nice high degree of fit and finish on these. They're pretty sharp out of the box too. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. They're generally pretty darn sharp out of the box. What else do we want to show here? I think that's about it on that. Let's take a look at the cutting board. So this style of knife is, it's like a Gyuto, except the tip is lower and smaller. It's good for detail work at the tip there. These generally are going to have a pretty versatile profile. It's real smooth, flows into the back part of the blade, and you've got a decent semi-flat spot back there. It rolls a little bit in the heel, but this is a good spot back there for chopping. You've got a little bit of belly towards the front, so even though it's a Kiritsuke and the tip's kind of low in relation to the knife, I can still get up there on it. And so this will rock smaller stuff, medium stuff very well. Again, detailed tip, push-pull cuts, glide cuts, a little bit of chopping towards the back, so quite a versatile profile. And just a nice looking blade, something just a little different than your standard 240 Gyuto or chef style knife, and looks cool, performs very, very well, easy to sharpen steel, easy to take care of. These are really a high value package. So this is the Kanehide PS60 Kiritsuke 240 millimeter knife from Chef Knives to Go.